here to talk about developing a communication plan. What's a communication plan? First, I need to pick something I want to communicate. This can be anything: how to train your dragon, how to automate your tests, or, in my case, how to remember the dead. Thessaloniki, Greece's second largest port, was once known as Jerusalem of the Balkans. Sephardic Jews were welcomed to this city by the Ottoman Empire after their expulsion from Spain in 1492, and for centuries Thessaloniki was a prominent commercial and industrial center in which Jews were represented at all levels of society. There my grandmother grew up, early in the 20th century, speaking fluent Ladino, which is a language that is to Spanish as Yiddish is to German. When I asked my father what Thessaloniki was like when he was young, as far as the Jewish community there, he said it was like New York City. In just a few months, during 1943, 95% of the Jewish population was deported to concentration camps. The book Zikron Saloniki preserves the memory of this once thriving community, and there is a Jewish Gen project to translate this book from Ladino and Hebrew to English. The goal? Just a little shy of $44,000. Raising this money would be a mitzvah. Unfortunately, I suck at raising money. Entertainment I can handle. Ask me to sing you a Ladino song, and I can oblige. La locura que tenía en los ojos y el fuego que ardía en su cuerpo, combatía por las calles, vallaba su aroma, esparcía con el viento. Morena, morena, morena. Ask me to raise money, and I'm like Moses. Pardon your servant. Please send someone else. I am slow of speech and tongue. And this project needs Moses' brother Aaron, the one who can easily ask for what's needed. Still, I can talk about what a communication plan might look like if I had a good fundraiser. Who might the primary audience be for this communication plan? Well, there's Sephardic Jewish genealogists who might want access to this book, historians who might be interested in the Jewish community of Thessaloniki. Secondary audiences would be people who would benefit from these genealogies and historians. And a tertiary audience would be all the people whom I might want to remind that this thriving Jewish community did once exist. What communications mediums can I use? Email to genealogy lists like Sephardic Jewish genealogy list, email from Jewish Gen to researchers interested in Thessaloniki and neighboring towns, social media like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. What are the milestones of my message and when should I reach them? Frankly, since I don't know much about fundraising, I have no idea, but we could pick an example. Since it's $44,000, how long would it take to raise $1,500, which would translate a decent little chunk of the untranslated Hebrew? And how do I communicate with my stakeholders? The Yizkor Book Project does send updates of progress on translating Yizkor books, which I could pass on to any relevant stakeholders that aren't already getting these progress reports. Up to this point, it's easy to come up with a plan. But there is a hitch. My communication goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And since I'm not a fundraiser, I have no clue what's attainable in how much time if I did have fundraising skills. In this sense, I'm like a mathematician, stranded on an island with a can of food who has a bright idea how to open a can. Assume a can opener. All I can tell you is what success would look like if I did have that can opener. There are 1,000 pages waiting to be translated. They tell about the chief rabbinate, Zionist societies, women's gymnastics, Jews in the Greek army, and the destruction of the community in World War II. Assume a can opener, and all those pages, mostly Hebrew, become accessible to the English-speaking world. Somewhere there are people waiting to hear that history.